Welcome back to what Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a rather unusual tank. It's a Pz.Kpfw 4. It's the Panzer 454. It's basically a tier 6 German medium tank. Was it tier 5? Tier 5 German medium tank. And it's located on the north spawn of Cliff under the command of Metallicom. Now it's a Panther hull with a Panzer 4 turret, and you can see it's got the spaced armour around the actual turret itself, and the Germans started putting that on because they realised the spaced armour actually did have some added protection. And I think the main reason why they put these side protections on is because the Soviets actually did have rifles, that is one-man rifles, which were capable of penetrating the armour of tanks, and so they put these extra bits of armour around some of the weaker parts, just in case the enemy just managed to shoot at the tank and try and take out one of the tank crew. Now, seeing as it's a Panther hull, it's quite fast, quite nippy, but it still has the old Panther weakness, and it's got a 75mm gun, which is capable of 110 alpha. As you can see, it's managed to get down to the western pass area of the upper plateau quite quickly. And one of the good things it does have is this good gun depression, but it also has reasonable penetration, 110 penetration. So seeing as he's up against tier 5 opponents, he's more than likely going to be able to penetrate them. Only a KV-1S seen so far in the western pass, and there was an AMX CLC nearby. Don't know if he'll try and sneak in, but for the moment he's backing up to see if he can get shots on that Panzer 4H. No, nothing yet. Now, don't get a huge amount of hit points. It's only 520, so you're not getting the same number of hit points you'd actually get for a proper Panther, which is obviously the Pz.Kpfw 5 as well. Panzer 5, Panzer Mark 5 I should say. Just got the name Panther. That lovely angled armour right at the start. If only they'd done that to the Cromwell, I think a lot of the tank crews who are coming back from the desert would have been very, very happy that they were being listened to at last, and that somebody was actually applying angled armour to bounce those rounds off the hull. That was the big disappointment when the tank crews came back from the desert and they found the slab sides of the Cromwell. They thought, oh no, not more damage. Locks onto the ELC and starts putting rounds into him. He's facing the wrong way, and now he's out the game. And the Panzer 4H over there, well, he can't hear the seeds behind the rock, but oh, the OI's coming in. Now we can probably pen him in the weak spots, go through the sides if you can. Didn't get that one in. Go low plate. No, didn't work. Go turret. He's only got 4 hit points. One shot should be enough. He's loading the APCR. Oh, the Panzer, the OI's gone down. And there's a T67 over there. We could do with standard ammo, but we put a APCR into him. Standard ammo would be enough. No, he doesn't want to poke out too much. T67 will take advantage. Ah, he gets the... No, he didn't get the kill. Panzer 4H got the kill. He's backing up. You can see where 2 of those rounds went in. KV-1S is still sitting there behind the corner, but we might be able to get shots on a 25-ton who's just poking his nose out. And now I think he's been tracked. And he's gone. First kill. Now that was a round from an enemy Arty. There is an enemy Arty in this game. It's an AMX-13AM with a 105mm gun. Okay, we've got a Panzer 4H there. Missed him with the first shot. Still firing APCR. And gets the kill with the second shot. So that's third kill. Of course, the first was the AMX CLC. The second was that the T67. Or was it the 25 TP? No, it's the 25 TP. And the third was that Panzer 4H. Okay. Panzer T-25's managed to make it all the way across the northeast corner. So we're going to have to dash back. There's nobody to fire at us in the side, so we'll be okay there. I don't think he can't get a shot from that angle, so he'll have to go around the corner. It looks to me like the Panzer T-25s are in amongst the houses. So we're going to have to come out from behind this house. There he is. Just into the tracks. One into the engine bay, finishes him off. So, that's 4th kill. 2 more and he's got a top gun. You can see it's been taking quite a few pinpricks, this hull. Got 1 in the rear, 1 in the turret, 2 at the front, and a few bounces as well. Okay, backing up. There might be somebody in the nest, so he doesn't want to come in from an angle where somebody in the nest can see him. In fact, there's a Slug 3G up there, last seen, and possibly a Turan as well. Oh, we've got aircraft flying over. Pity we can't shoot them down, but I think they're on our side. Maybe that will be a development in the future. Wargaming will bring in anti-aircraft vehicles like some other programs do, and we'll get to shoot down the enemy aircraft, but the enemy aircraft also might attack. Yeah, you never know. If they bring some of the frontline developments in, then that's a definite possibility. Okay, approaching from a different angle. This might give us a chance to shoot at that Panzer IV. We might actually be able to get a shot at some of the enemy near the cap as well. There's an IKV-103 down there. Oh, Arty just killed him. Oh no, there's another one down there. There's an M10. And there's the Panzer IV-H. Oh, he's behind the rock, and we just took around from the Stug. Turan fired on the move, but it didn't connect. We bounced around from the Turan, but we did take around from that Stug, so we need to get out of his line of sight. Should be safe here for the moment. Want to go unsighted. Oh, Arty's paying attention. Okay, popping up. Shot in the Turan. This looks like a good angle. Gonna fire around in there. Oh, he got the kill! A blind kill! And that's his 5th one. Pulls back just in case the Stug fires again. Still the nest we need to deal with. If we pop up to the edge, more than likely that M10's going to spot us, and then the Stug will fire at us as well. We might be able to get some shots though on the enemy in the nest by blind shooting. We know he's actually in the normal position, so there's a bush at the front, and then there's the rock, and there's a space behind. No, he's trying to get... No, you're not looking in the right spot. Get it lined up. That's better. Okay. That Panzer IV-H is pinned. If he pulls back, the Stug will probably try to take him. Well, we're 1 up on the enemy at the moment. There's only 4 of them left. We know the M10 is near the cap. The Arty is probably the same. Panzer IV-H is pinned around the corner, and the Stug is in the nest. We don't want to go down in the western pass if we can help it, because if you do, you'll be easy kill for the Stug. Ideally, what we want to consider maybe is go back to the hill and shoot the Panzer IV from a different angle. The T-34's round there though, and he can probably shoot the Panzer IV, but he might get shot at by the Stug. T-34 is trying to indicate that we should go around into the dip, but that would leave us vulnerable to the M10. If we go down through the western pass and approach the enemy cap directly from the north, we're more than likely going to get shot at by both the Stug and the M10. Okay, looks like he's... Oh, is he? No, he's... he was undecided. T-34 is coming down from the hill now. Now T-34 is taking a bit of a risk. The Stug's going to be firing at him. Come on, Metallicom. Oh, there's the Panzer IV-H. Okay, he did move. He wasn't where he was last seen. He's a one-shot. So we only need one shot to get him. If we go up onto this rise here, though, we will be seen by the proximity detected, I think. T-34 is coming down the hill. He's going to get spotted by both the Stug and the M10. He's a one-shot. And he's been killed. The M10 got him. There's the Stug. We've got shots. Oh, he's gone! And it was our Panzer IV-H who got him. And that means now it's just the M10 and the Panzer IV below us. So now they've lost their cover. The Panzer IV-H is moving into the nest area. We can possibly go round the corner and take out the Panzer IV. Panzer IV-H is not moving into the nest, and I think there's a good reason for that. He's actually a one-shot. Very low hit points. Okay, where is the M10? Last time he was seen, he was near the enemy cap. No sight of him. Metallicom's indicating to the Panzer IV that he should go into the nest. And he's asking the guy to spot. But he might get seen if he goes into the nest. The Panzer IV-H is asking for the Wolverine to move down through the Western Pass so he can spot that Panzer IV. Of course, the one thing I should say actually is that Metallicom is actually a one-shot for the M10 as well, and potentially for that Panzer IV-H. Now, if he goes up to the edge, he will get spotted, so he needs to be careful because he might be proximity spotted. I'd be very tempted to go round the corner and take out that Panzer IV-H. He wasn't spotted when he went up to the edge, so the Panzer IV-H might not be actually on the corner. But a safer bet would be for him to head towards the hill. And that's the 2-minute warning. They're running out of time. They're in indecision. You've got to move, guys. You can't just sit here. Sometimes you just got to grab things by the balls and move. Okay, Metallicom's doing the right thing, I think. I did say earlier, go back up to the hill and come down from the other side, because if they've lost their Stug, they've got nobody in the nest. So they've got nobody looking from this direction able to spot them. So he's very unlikely to be seen. Even if he does knock down trees, which of course the Arty could spot if he was looking up here. The thing is, it's the 105, so it takes time for it to aim, so it doesn't really matter that he's doing destruction. The Panzer IV-H is going in. Okay, he's decided to just throw all caution to win. There's the Minute Hooter. There's the Panzer IV-H. Get the kill. Yeah, that's okay. That's one out the way. That's his top gun. Now it's just find the M10. He's decided to go low. Panzer IV-H has found the AMX-13AM. Just got to find this M10. If the M10 fires at one of them and kills them, and the AMX-13AM just fired, there he is, Oh, it's the M10. Oh, he got the kill. That's 7. If he can get the AMX 13AM now, that's a Radley's. Go for it. There he is. Yes, on the move. Radley Waters wins the game. Whew. And he only had 5 hit points left at the end. He did take a hit. And here's the end of battle results. Well, it's only a second-class tanker in the Pz.Kpfw 5-4. He did manage to get a Reaper badge for taking out enemies with consecutive shots, a Fire for Effect and a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. And out of the epic medals, he picked up a Radley Waters medal for getting at least 8 kills. He got 8 exactly, and of course a Top Gun for getting 6 kills. And his win rate for the game was 2543, which is very good. Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team score. Well, surprisingly, he didn't get the highest damage in this game. That went to the M10, the one he killed right at the end. He got the high caliber 1,616 hit points, and some of that belonged to Metallicom because he got 1 round into him towards the end. He was almost a one-shot, but he just got a low roll, and that's why Metallicom survived. The next high scorer was the Panzer IV-H on his team with 1594. And then came Metallicom with, oh no, it wasn't Metallicom after that. It was the Stug 3G with 1398. He was doing a good job up in that little nest, shooting our guys as they went by. And then it came the KV-1S with 989. So he was actually 5th when it came to damage on the team. 870 hit points of damage. But when it came to kills, he was tops with 8 kills. The next highest score was the M10, who only had 4. And then there's a bunch of tanks with 2 kills apiece. And when it came to base XP, it's Metallicom with 1,163 experience points in that one. 820 goes to the Panzer IV-H, and 416 goes to the, 481 goes to the M10 on the enemy team. He fired 22 rounds, got 17 direct hits and 11 penetrations. Damage of 870 hit points, of which 275 were at more than 300 meters. He received 8 hits from the enemy, 4 of them penetrated, 4 non-penetrated. He was lucky to get some of those shots into the tracks, but you saw some of the holes that actually went into him. 2 at the front, 1 in the rear of the turret, and 1 into the rear of the vehicle itself. He blocked damage of 235 hit points from the armour and spotted 2 enemy vehicles, damaged 9 of the enemy, killed 8 of them, and did 661 hit points of damage assistance, the spotting assist. And that's where I think he managed to make up the extra to get the XP to put him top. On the premium count, he earned 41,534 credits, but the problem is he did fire a huge amount of APCR. He started firing APCR back when he was trying to fire at the OI experimental, and he didn't stop firing it when he could have, when he was firing at the T67. If he'd switched back, he probably would have made a profit, but as it is, he made a loss of 3,686 credits for the game. He picked up 29 bonds, that's for getting the Radleys and the Top Gun, and of course Veni Vidi Vici, and he got 1,744 XP times 4 for the first victory on this day, and 698 because this is a premium vehicle. Yes, you can buy it in the gift shop. I think it was a bit overpriced, I seem to remember last time I saw it, and so that's why I didn't get one, although I must admit at the time I did consider it because it's a bit of an anomaly. They only built 2 of these tanks in reality, and putting a Panzer IV turret on a Panzer V hull is a bit of a weirdo, but it is quite a capable vehicle, as most of the scores tend to indicate. In order to get an ace tanker, you have to do really well in this tank. He picked up 7,676 experience points altogether. So yes, it's a bit of an odd duck, you might say. The only way really to get an ace tanker in this one, because he did get a second class, and it was the first second class he'd had in this vehicle, is really to get a high caliber, maybe even a Top Gun, a Radley's, or even a Pools medal. In fact, I think we do have a replay by Ice Dragon 1968 where he did manage to get a Pools medal and the high caliber, and yes, he did pick up an ace tanker. So yeah, a lot more effort I think from Metallicom, but we do have another replay with this tank, so you'll be able to see exactly how it performs under different hands. Somebody who's actually taken the time to mark their vehicle, and I think they've played enough games and they get different results altogether. So do stay tuned and you'll see that replay. Thanks for watching.